welcome back. Here we are in the town of Stoneguard, and we're going to be starting Hanet's Chapter 2. We need to find the inn. It's over here. Clearly see I've been here before. Just raided the place. Ah, we would like a chicken, sir. Well met, traveler. What can I do you for? I just told you I would love a piece of chicken. Could actually do with some chicken. Got some in the freezer. I might get some out. Anyway, let's change the party up here. We want Hanet. I haven't got her to level 27 just yet. I'm probably not going to. I think she's close enough. To actually start her tale, and we'll carry on and through to the end, and then we'll go off and do some leveling elsewhere. Probably do Cyrus's chapter 3 while we're here as well, because he's level 42. We need to be level 40. So, feels right. We'll swap him maybe like Ophilia or something like that to sort of balance it out. We'll see. Right, anyway, here to tale. Hanet. Chapter 2. You travel to Stoneguard, where your master, Xanta, oh yes, of course, was headed when he penned his first and only letter. And so, your search begins. And the story so far. And so, Hanet set forth in search of Santa Claus? I don't know. Her master, the closest thing to a Father Christmas she ever had vanished while pursuing the baleful fiend Red-Eye, and the huntress has vowed to find him and bring him home. The direwolf Hagen, Xanta's ever-faithful companion, had returned to their village, but alone. It was enough to make Hanet, it's just very strange, fear the worst. In the first and only letter he wrote before disappearing, Xanta had mentioned the town of Stoneguard, and so Hanet followed her master to the Highlands. To what avail? So many strange words. Stoneguard. This is where master said he would sojourn. I'll go with that. Well, Hagen, dost thou perceive his scent? I forgot it was in Old English. Or is it Middle English? Grr, at least it's not that huge bark we had previously. Something about this place consumeth and troubleth thee, but no matter. Oh. Thou hast done well to bringen us here. Now it is my turn to lead in the hunt. Yes? But this is a large and sprawling settlement, not like our forest home. Jesus Christ, my ears. Now, child, don't blow thou's ears off. Thou needest not fear. We will asken the people. Someone is bound to knoweth of master. It's like that noise is louder than everything else.
Well.
And you gotta remember, YouTube tries to balance the audio, so it's gonna be quieter for you than what I hear in my headset. Yeah. I am glad thou agreest. Now where to begin in the searching. The ale house, of course. If master is known anywhere in this town, it would be there. Oh dear, oh dear. To the ale house, the house of ale.
Welcome.
What can I do for ye, lassie? I'd like some chicken.
Greetings.
A bowl of that broth, if thou wouldst. And answer me a question.
All right.
The broth is easy enough. As for answers, you'll have to ask the question, for I can tell ye if I have any. What?
So then...
Knowest thou of a hunter named Xanta? I believe he sojourned here some moons ago. Triple dotting. Aye, I know him. But I ain't seen him around for a spell now. Heard he'd taken a visit to a woman named Natalia. She's got a house on the edge of town.
So then...
Natalia? The name is unfamiliar to me. I thank ye, the landlord. If you don't mind me prying, lassie, you don't happen to be his prentice, do you?
Yes.
I am. Ah, I knew it. Used to talk about ye all the time, he did, when he was in his cups. Apprentice who's nothing like him. Strict and straight as an arrow. No time for foolishness and folly, he'd say. Okay. So difficult. Soon as ye mentioned his name, I reckoned ye was one and the same. What with ye matching his description and all. I'll take that as a compliment.
Indeed.
Yeah, will you now?
Oh.
What is it, Hagen? Please don't bark. Oh dear. Alright, my ears!
Damn.
Something has happened. Come on, girl. We must follow him. Right, so what is going... Oh, travel banter. It's gonna be weird.
This bodeth ill.
Why ever did Hagen react in such a manner? An astute question. If I may posit, Hagen is a species known as the direwolf, yes? It is said that a wolf's sense of smell is 100 million times more sensitive than that of a man. And amongst wolves, direwolves have the most sensitive noses of all. I would posit that when he entered the city, he was overwhelmed by all the smells common to such a bustling centre of activity. And yet, of all those odours, he would be most sensitive to those he is most familiar with. To wit, hast thou a point? I was just getting there. To wit, he detected a certain scent. Namely, the scent belonging to... Master. Of course. Then we must make in haste. Yes, precisely. Thou should not lose an heart. I will listen to one of thy lectures after our job is done. Okay, I'd actually like to listen to one of those lectures.
Hoy!
Show your mangy beast. Go on, bugger off. At least I can say bugger off, correct? I like saying bugger off. It's rare I get an opportunity to say such a line in games such as these. Bugger off. Ah, it's lovely.
At your service.
My dearest Natalia, what a delightful coincidence. Fancy running into each other here. Yes.
How are you?
I fancy that. I was just returning from the market.
It is an honor.
Oh, but what a burden you are shouldering. My dear, you must allow me to deliver it for you. That is, I'll have my man here do it, naturally.
Nay.
I'm most honoured, sir, but you needn't. Milady, I insist. I could not forgive myself if you were to strain a muscle. Upon my honour, his worship never gives up, does he?
Right.
Alright, right. Poor lass has caught the eye of the wrong sort. Bound to happen with her fair looks turning every man's head. I've got to sort of read these ahead of time so I can get the right cadence with the E's and the Is's and the N's, and it's like, just gotta give me a moment. He's a wolf draped in silks, and that soldier is, make sure you don't fall afoul of the husbands and fathers.
Oh.
There ain't no refusing him once he's got the scent. Remember the miller's daughter?
Oh ho!
So that's it, Hagen. Thou knowest this woman, and thou art trying to help in her. Wise creature that thou art, thou seest that she is in trouble. And so thou wilt to scaring off the soldier. This one, not so much with the reading ahead. It's like,
So then...
Is that right, Hagen? Oh dear. Seems you're gonna have to rip your throat out, mate. Oh dear. Then letting me help ye. We're a fearsome beast to appearing before him. That soldier Waldenfleen. A happenstance for which no one could be blamed. Suppose. So what, we need to tame something. Oh, travel banter. The sheer nerve of that man. Thou can't say that again. Consider yourself warned, Hannet. Stay well clear of self-centered men. I have little experience with menfolk, aside from my master, of course. But thou hast experience in abundance. Pray in telling me of your ways. I suppose I know a thing or two. Alright, there are two kinds of men in this world. Those who devote themselves to their trade or calling and spare little thought for their fairer sex. And those that have no time at all for work, but plenty for pleasure. If that is my choice, I shall take neither. Why, Hannet? It would seem you don't need my counsel after all. Very sexist. How rude. Alright, so what we got here? Provoke. Reputation will sound. Just do it. Go forth, my friend. I wasn't prepared for monsters. Didn't expect a battle.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted. Come in, if thou darest.
Do I have to? I was going to say, do I have to do that with the summoned beast? I suppose I go with the giant scorpion. Not vulnerable to that. It's disappointing.
Come in, if thou darest.
Forest fox. Not vulnerable to that.
Let in the hunt. Come in.
Still not vulnerable to them.
What next?
Well, let's make sure we stay alive here. That's important.
This will help it.
Why do you get 2 turns? This is not fair. It's a good job I healed.
What
be
next?
Dead. Is that all she's got in terms of... I thought she had weapons. Am I not giving her weapons or is something going on here? Let's do that.
This will help us.
This will help us.
Come in. Yeah!
Let's go with the giant scorpion again. Poison. Lovely.
What next?
Mossy Meep. Oh, the Mossy Meep heals. Oh, that's nice.
What next? Let my arrow fly in true.
What when I run out of stuff?
What next?
That burp is terrible. Terrible. Oh, definitely need a big heal there. Big heal. So, item. Could throw one of these at it, just try and get it done. Oh, thinking about. I was going to say because I haven't got any healing items, but I should do, shouldn't I? It's just I've just gone the wrong way on here. Let's go with an M.
This will help us.
It will helpeth indeed, though if be soeth.
Let my arrow fly in true.
Indeedeth. Fifth. Let's go, Wind Soulstone.
Trying this.
It's still not dead after that?
Letting the hunt beginning.
Alright, let's throw another one of these out. Let's throw a shadow one at you.
Trying this.
I want to get him dead, so it's like... get as much
What
out
next?
as possible. So we'll go full 3 here on this one. Right, come on then. So now we need...
I will not be thy prey.
I was going to say a big heal, but...
Letting the hunt beginning.
I don't need too much, do I? So let's do Mossy Meep.
Letting the hunt. Yep, holding back nothing.
Lovely!
I honor thee, my quarry.
Barely any XP. Imagine if I hadn't leveled up at all. Jeez.
Oh,
A monster in the middle of town. Farewell. Hey, where are you going? I paid good money for you.
Hagen?
Where have you been? You left so sudden, and I've had no tidings of neither ye since. There's your master, Hagen. Where's Xanta?
Greetings.
Thou must be Natalia. I need speaking with thee. Oh, and who might ye be?
Greetings.
I am Xanta's prentice. I have travelled here from the Darkwood.
You don't say.
His prentice, you say? Then ye must be Hannet. I've heard tell of ye. Some master spake of me. Spake?
Aye.
Said ye were a fine young huntress, and learning fast no matter his ham-fisted teaching. To reason others whilst belittling himself. That soundeth like master. Aye, he's a good man, but as guileless as a beet.
So then...
Guileless, yes. Fatuous also, with a weakness for wine and dice. And yet, he's an honest and noble, and handleth a bow with the best of them.
'Tis true.
Aye, ye speak the truth there. So where is the old rascal? If Hagen's here, he can't be far. Oh dear.
The truth
Hagen
is...
returned to our village alone. I have come here in search of master.
What?
That'll do. Good God, has something happened to the man? I was hoping that the house could help in answering that. I fear I may not be of much help, but I'm happy to tell you all I know.
Forgive me.
Can we talk in at thine home? Letting me carry some of that. Letting me carry some of that? Alright.
Thank you.
Oh, why, thank you. Yeah, is the only thing that's having an accent there. It's weird.
Huh.
I wish there was more I could tell you. Last I heard... See, it should be heard there, not heard. He was heading for the forest, out in the hills yonder. Then, nothing.
Perchance.
When was this?
'Tis true.
3 months, I'd say, give or take. He disappeared before, only to show up all of a sudden a few days later. I thought this time would be the same, but then the days turned to weeks, and weeks too. Oh, yes. I beg thee, forgiverest my bluntnesses, but how didst thou knowest him? Well, my husband died not so long. Xanta was a friend of his. My husband, you see, was a soldier in service to the realm. They met when hunting monsters, and well, they shared a love of hunting and ale, so they had much to talk about down at the alehouse. Then my husband grew sick, and after the funeral, Xanta started calling from time to time, and I predicted the company, truth be told, appreciated the company, truth be told, predicted it. So, yeah, I predicted that would happen, you know, and just, yeah, you look at the stats, you go like, oh yeah, that's most likely to happen.
Understood.
Oh. I'm embarrassing you, dear. I suppose he's like a father to you. He was my teacher, but I have no kin. I was alone in the world. Master took me in, cared for me, raised me as a hunter. Perhaps he only did so because he wanted to pass on his knowledge, the hunting lore that he had learned from his own ancestors.
So?
But yes, to me, he's like a father I never had.
Oh?
He must be worried sick. Him being gone so long without no word. I am. Thank ye thee for thine help, but now I must take my leave. I'm going to the forest. Surely the trail is called by now. Though, come with thou. It's like too much thou's going on. Do take care of yourself, my dear.
Yes.
I will. May I ask ye one more favour? When thou next seest him, dost not tell him what I said thee today.
Oh?
Could we say today? I don't know. You mean about being like your father-in-law? I don't see where the harm is.
Ugh.
He would never let of me live it down. Alright. Doubtless true, now that you mention it. He just the sort who'd tease poor girl for speaking her heart. Alright. I'll stay our little secret then. I'll stay it'll. I'll. That doesn't make sense at all. Thank you thee. There's just so many accents going on in here. It's just like, oh dear God. Exit town and north of the Spectrewood. Alright. Why? So Master Xanter's like a father to you. You know, I was thinking about my own father the other day. And he once got so angry at me, I decided to run away from home. I ate some sugar from his stores, you see. I didn't see why that was so bad. We had plenty after all. Anyhow, the next day I came slinking back, my belly rumbling. Sure enough, Pa was waiting for me with a big bowl of sugar he said was my dinner. You can bet I begged for his forgiveness then. Your father sounded like a good man. You're worried, aren't you? About Master Xanter, I mean. Well, you shouldn't be. It'll turn out alright in the end, just you see. Thanks be to thee, Tressa. So we're actually at the battle bit yet, or what's going on here? Because it doesn't feel like we're at the battle bit just yet. Because we've had no incentive to actually travel off anywhere, so it's like, why is this being brought up? Like, why do we have to go on this path? Doesn't seem to be a point to this just yet. This is just a random path, right? A rock fall, and no way around it, but this is not recent. By the length of the shoots growing on it, I'd say 1-2 moons ago. Oh, it's clearly been this way then.
So then...
Rememberst thou this place? Is this where thou leftest him? I do not mean it. I do not mean it like that, little one. Thou hastenest all the way to the village for help. Thou didst not betrayest him, Hagen. Alright, Jays. Thou wilt turn back and search him for another path? There is no way past this rock slide. That much is certain.
On it.
Listen, my girl, hunting isn't just about sticking arrows into monsters' hides. Sometimes the land saith itself against thee, and nature setteth itself against thee, and nature herself, fickle old so that she is. So? No idea. But always remember to stoppen and takest in the air. Lookest around thee. Even if nature is thy foe, it does not mean thou must fightest her.
Just so.
Instead, turnest the lay of the land in thy favour. The creatures of this forest must have found a way past, letting us searching for their trail.
This
Hagen,
bodeth ill.
Linde, to my side. Oh, jeez. So it's back this way, I assume? What is it? It's clearly going to be a cave, isn't it? Was it? Just rar? Oh, hello. So what, why? There we go. Provoke? The tree? Go forth, my friend. The tree?
Come
Oh,
in,
the tree.
if this beest thy will. Come in, if thou darest.
Almost definitely the tree. We ain't got any fire ones. Oh, no.
Try and this.
Jeez. It's gonna kill me, isn't it? Since that it's
Let
gonna
my
kill me.
arrow fly and true.
It's weak to that. Good to know. Wallop. It's just a nice description of the skill. Just wallop.
This will helpeth.
Will it helpeth? Who knoweth? This if.
What next?
So
Holding back nothing. I will not
let's
be
return
thy
to the
prey.
wild. So it's
What
like, well,
next?
all I've got is this now. Oh, well, that was enough. Alright then. Forgot I had Linda, to be honest, in the previous fight.
Letting the hunt
So I just
begin.
ignore the top one. It's like, alright, so let's throw out some more of these.
Try and this. Letting
What
my arrow
the
fly
hell
and
did it
true.
just do? Still weak.
What next? Yeah.
Maybe I got another attack in there, but no.
Sorcery.
Sorcery! Oh, is this a boss? Okay. Job we have that going on then.
No.
No. Let's throw some stuff at it so it's Thunder 1.
Try and this.
Good, 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 good.
The hunt endeth.
Doom, doo 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 doom. Good job I got these items. So anyway, we had to kill the tree. Oh, hello. Fool's gold ore. It'll sell for some money at least. There we are, past the rockfall. Lovely. Yeah, it's going to be annoying. Right, I'm going to end this part here then, because this seems like a good spot. And then the next part, I assume we go off to the green thing and just see what's there, basically, because we haven't really got directive at this point, have we? We're just following a trail. Yeah. Right, so we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.